Good evening and welcome to the Manteno Village Board meeting for Tuesday, July 5th, 2022. I'd like to call the meeting to order, and if we could all please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Boyce.
Here.
Martin. Dole.
Here.
Crockett.
Here.
Geske. Here. Phillips.
Here. We have a quorum. Tonight, as always, we begin with the approval of our minutes. Tonight, we have the minutes from our regular board meeting that occurred on June 20th, 2022. Those minutes were included in everyone's packet, and hopefully everyone has had the opportunity to review them. Are there any changes, additions, corrections, deletions for the minutes that were submitted? Seeing none, I'll accept the motion to waive the reading of the minutes and approve them as presented by the clerk.
I make the motion.
Motion by Phillips.
Second.
Second by Dole. Roll call.
Phillips.
Yes.
Dole.
Yes.
Boyce.
The same.
Crockett.
Yes.
Geske.
Yes.
Motion carries. Public participation, we don't have anyone here. Village President's report, just a couple things tonight. We have an opening on the Police Pension Board. Mark Kainer, who had served on the board for the last couple years, has taken a different position at his employer and is no longer based in the Manteno office and working out of Kankakee, Bourbonnais, and so he asked not to be reappointed. So I'd like to appoint Keith Brack to the Police Pension Board. Keith is a local country companies agent and securities individual, and has shown interest in being on the Police Pension Board. So if I would put his name in nomination, if I could get a motion and a second.
So moved.
Motion by Geske, second by Crockett, to approve Keith Brack for the Police Pension Board. All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same sign. Motion carries. Thank you. I will notify Keith to have the village get his information so they can start notifying him of the meetings. A couple other items. Just construction continues on Main Street. Again, appreciate everybody's patience. They are moving, forward pretty good. We're ahead of schedule, but it's still going to be, the whole month of July and a good portion of August probably before things get wrapped up. There's, different things that have to be ordered and takes time to get things to get them delivered, especially in this type of environment. So again, thank you for everyone's patience. I think it's worked out, pretty well so far. I know that it's been somewhat inconvenient for some of the businesses, but everybody seems to be adjusting, and hopefully we can get through the summer without having too many issues. Other item is the fireworks. The Sportsman's Club did another great job with the fireworks on the 3rd of July on Sunday night. Look, just driving around town, we had a large crowds, lots of people in town. Chief, was there any issues or problems at all? Nothing at all. I know you had a lot of people working. I was driving through town probably a half hour after the fireworks were over, and they were still directing traffic. Everybody accumulates in the Sportsman's Club area over a 6-7 hour period during the day, and then everybody wants to leave in the same 10-15 minutes. So I know the police were doing a great job directing traffic, and it's nice to be able to bring that many people into town, have them have a good time, and be able to get out of town without having any incidents whatsoever. So that's good. And then the other item is the 4th of July also brought the Boy Scouts flag program. I know a lot of people, as I drove around town on 4th of July, there's a lot of flags throughout the community. People are taking part. I believe they said they had close to 200 people that were participating this year. It really looks very impressive as you drive around the community on one of those 4 days when all the flags are out. It looks really nice, and especially not only for the people who live here, the people participating, but any visitors that might come through town on those days. It looks really nice. So the Boy Scouts are doing a great job, and I think it's really worked out well for them too. They're up early in the morning and working late at night, putting those things up and taking them down. But I think that they've done a great job with that program, and congratulations to them. I have nothing further. Village Administrator's report, Mr. LaRock.
Thank you, Mayor. If technology is our friend tonight, I have the latest Manteno Matters videos. Or not.
Things are great when they work.
I guess I don't have it for us, so.
There we go.
There we go.
Welcome to Manteno Matters, where we share a quick rundown from the village of Manteno. One thing you may not know is that we work with interns. And today we have our summer intern with us, Megan.
Yes, hi guys. I am the marketing summer intern for this summer, and I'm excited to be here. I go to Aurora University studying sports management and marketing, so I look forward to seeing all you guys at all of our different events that we do throughout the summer. I look forward to working with Sarah as well.
Thank you, we're so lucky to have you. 4th of July is upon us, and here at Manteno, we have our annual fireworks show on July 3rd. Starting at dusk from the Manteno Sportsman's Club. Some of the great public viewing areas include the Square on 2nd and Legacy Park.
And on July 7th, we'll be having another Movies in the Park on the big screen at Legacy Park. We'll be featuring the movie Encanto, and the event will be sponsored by Taylor Ford of Manteno. The free movie will start at dusk around 8:15. Bring your own chairs, blankets, and cash for the Friends of the Library concession stand.
If you missed our first yoga on the square, don't worry, we have plenty more to come. Yoga is held the 2nd and 4th Saturdays of every month at 8 a.m. at the Square on 2nd. Please bring your yoga mat, and it's for all levels, but we ask that you please refrain from bringing children. We want to thank you for your patience with the construction on Main Street, but we also urge you to please continue to support our small businesses. And now for a brief message from a member of our community.
My daughter was a big influence on where we buy location because she was starting her freshman year in high school. She was born and raised and went to the same school, for 13, 14 years. So we wanted to make sure that the transition was good for her and she, even if that's what she wanted to do. We found a house in Manteno and she loved it. It turned out she knew a few people from here. So that's what brought us here. I knew the community and I knew the school district was outstanding. I knew by watching Manteno grow throughout the years how much bigger and better it's getting. And I think that was a big thing for us. Where else can we live that we love? Everything is walking distance. We have our own, the Legion in the backyard. There's fantastic restaurants, there's a square, there's Phoebe's ice cream, there's the beach, you can do anything walking distance.
And remember, Manteno matters because of you.
That's all I have this evening.
Thank you, Ms. LaRock. Committee reports tonight, Public Works and Utilities, Mr. Boyce.
I have nothing on the agenda. I got a meeting on 7/26 at 7 a.m. right here.
Thank you, Mr. Boyce. Properties and Recreation, Mr. Martin is not here tonight. He has nothing on the agenda. He does have a Park and Recreation Commission meeting scheduled for July 20th at 7 p.m. here in the Village Boardroom, and that's really the only item he has on his agenda. Public Safety and Health, Mrs. Dole.
Thank you, Mayor. I don't have any action items on the agenda tonight. My next public safety meeting is July 13th, 7 a.m. here in the Village Boardroom. Wanted a little tip about, remember this is summertime is vacation time, so don't forget to fill out a vacation watch form and provide it to the police department so they can keep an eye on your residents while you're gone. The form is available on the village website and can be dropped off at the PD anytime before you leave for vacation. It's always a good idea to have some extra eyes on your house when you're gone, and the information is not made public, so it's not like everybody in town will know it, but it's private, and so they watch your house while you're gone, so, as much as possible. So,
Thank you, Mr. Stoll.
That's all I
That's
have.
all? Okay, thank you. Planning and zoning, Mr. Crockett?
Thank you, Mayor. I do have an item on the agenda. It's ordinance 22-06, which is an ordinance approving a subdivision plat on property located at 2803 West Division Street in Manteno in the C2 Commercial Zoning District. The Planning Commission held a meeting on June 14th to consider a simple re-subdivision to create a separate buildable lot north of the new Dunkin' Donuts site. Due to the original size of the lot and the amount of land remaining after construction of the new business, the developer had enough land remaining to create the second buildable lot. This re-subdivision will allow for further development, and the new lot meets all of our zoning requirements. The Planning Commission is recommending approval of the re-subdivision request. Ryan, do you have anything on that, or Chris?
I do not.
Brian, do they have any plans on doing anything right away, or this is just for future purpose?
As of right now, it'll just be for sale. They could have a possible purchaser in the near future, they said. So.
Is there an update on the Dunkin' Donuts as far as what the time frame is for them, or are they,
They're hoping for, we just completed the final inspections this last week, and they're hoping to maybe open the end of this week or the following week. So very close. I mean, they're also hiring, so I assume maybe that could be an issue too, is getting some new employees.
So was it the original intent was that they were going to close the one in the gas station when the new one opened? Is that still the same, or has that changed?
From what I've heard, they're going to try to keep both open for a period of time. I don't know how long that'll be. So.
Okay.
There is also a Planning and Zoning Committee meeting scheduled for Tuesday, July 26th at 7 a.m. here in the Village Boardroom. And there's a Planning Commission meeting scheduled for July 12th, 6 p.m. here in the Village Boardroom. And that's all I have for this evening.
Thank you, Mr. Crockett. Finance, Mr. Geske.
Thank you, Mayor. I have a motion to approve a payment of $30,000 to MVSK Holdings for a TIF facade agreement that we approved back on December 20th, 2021. Also, payment of bills in the amount of $229,590.61, which includes TIF bills of $30,345. And we had bills paid and authorized between board cycle of $49,298.50. Our next Finance Committee meeting scheduled for the 13th of July at 7 a.m. And that's all I have.
Thank you, Mr. Geske. As far as the TIF facade agreement, Ryan, we approved a number of those last year, or it was maybe at the end of last year, and I know some of them got delayed because of the construction on Main Street. Is there a time frame when some of those are going to take place? I know there was Rick Jones, Gina Lamore. I don't know, the pub's obviously in the middle of one, but it's taken them a long, long time. Do you have a time frame update for what those are?
Burcott's kind of just ramped up again. They got the electrical and their columns done. Lamore's actually just started today in the rear. They started in the rear just because of the construction. And Rick Jones is going to be starting August 1st.
Okay, so all those, as soon as they can work around the construction on Main Street, they're all still planning on getting stuff done this construction season, okay? Yep. And the pub, what's their time frame? I know they've...
I don't know. It's moving slowly but surely. So.
Slow. Slow. It's slow. I'm not so sure how sure.
Yeah, that's true. Good point.
But it's all still moving forward. Thank you, Mr. Geske. General Government, Mr. Phillips, you have anything tonight?
No, I have nothing on the agenda.
Okay. So tonight on the consent agenda, the items that we'll be voting on are as follows. Under old business, we have nothing. Under new business, we have a motion to approve a payment of $30,000 to MVSK Holdings for a TIF facade agreement approved December 20th of 2021. Item number 2 is ordinance 2206, which is an ordinance approving a re-subdivision plat on property located at 2803 West Division Street, Manteno, Illinois, in the C2 Commercial Zoning District. In the awarding of the bids, we have nothing. Under financial, we have motion to approve the bills in the amount of $229,590.61, of which $30,345 are TIF bills. Are there any items on the consent agenda that need to be voted on individually? Seeing none, I take the motion, accept the motion to take a single roll call vote on the question of the passage of the agenda items as read.
I'll make it.
Motion by Boyce,
A second.
second by Dole, roll call.
Boyce.
Yes.
Dole.
Yes.
Crockett.
Yes.
Geske.
Yes.
Phillips.
Yes.
Motion carries. I'd accept the motion to approve by unanimous vote the ordinances, resolutions, motions, and orders contained in the consent agenda as read.
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Crockett,
A second.
second by Dole, roll call.
Crockett.
Yes.
Dole.
Yes.
Boyce.
Yes.
Geske.
Yes.
Phillips.
Yes.
Motion carries. Comments tonight? Mr. Boyce, you have anything you want to talk about?
No, I have no comments, thank you.
Mrs. Dole?
I agree with the mayor. The fireworks were absolutely great. They had some really, lots of noise and lots of color, and my kids all enjoyed them too, so my grandkids. So it's all a good thing.
Mr. Crockett?
No comments, Mayor.
Mr. Geske?
I have nothing.
Mr. Phillips? Just a couple items. Tonight, predicted there might be some storms coming through the next couple days. I mean, we're going to be having a lot of real hot days and, a lot of, storms potentially later on in the day or the evening. So, people, take notice of that. If there's any warnings or whatever, please take notice of that. With, kind of a heat spell now, if there is a need for people to go somewhere that's cool, please notify the village so we can try to make some kind of arrangements to open up the community center if necessary. And the last item I have is we continue to have improve the town, make investments in the community, try to bring in new items. And as we do, we still continue to have damage to the property that we put up. Our fireplace has been the target of damage probably at least a half a dozen times this year. I don't know what the attraction is for people to kick in the screen, but it's happened time and time and time again this year. We've got a video camera on it that's, so people are caught and they're fined and they have to pay the fee, go through all the embarrassment of getting called by the police and have their parents pay a fine. We had damage to some of the concrete that was being poured on Main Street by, again, some, young individuals that, if they looked up, the camera was watching them the whole time. I just don't understand the need to damage all the property that we put up. I mean, we try to spend a lot of money to make the community nice, attractive, inviting, and we love the fact that people want to come and take part of it and use things. But the attraction to doing the damage, I just don't understand. But please be assured that, we are installing more cameras and we will be contacting the offenders, at whatever ages they are, and holding them accountable and trying to, and getting, reimbursement for them. So if there's somebody feels the need to do some damage, you can bet you're going to get a visit within a 24, 48-hour period to come and start to pay the bill, because it continues to happen, and we'll continue to invest police resources and time to do things like that when they should be out being able to do some things that are a little bit more constructive. But please, talk to your children and try to ask them to show a little bit of respect for the property that's there. It's there for them to enjoy and to use. The need to damage it's just not there. So, like I said, we'll continue to use the camera system to identify them, and it's pretty difficult for people to to contest the fact that it's it's them doing it. I have nothing further. I would accept the motion to adjourn.
Make that motion.
Motion by Dole,
I'll second.
second by Crockett. Roll call.
Dole.
Yes.
Crockett.
Yes.
Boyce.
Yes.
Geske.
Yes.
Phillips.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you very much for coming, for watching.